What's up guys, my name is Neon. So today I've been playing a lot of PC lately for Battlefield 5, but I really want to kind of compare and tell you the pros and cons on the console and PC. So what you'll be seeing on the screen right now is you'll be seeing some console gameplay and you'll be seeing some PC gameplay, and I'll be explaining the pros and cons. Before I explain that, make sure to leave a like on this video, even subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hopefully, because we're getting really close to 2k subs, so if you can subscribe, that'd be fantastic. So all the support is super welcome. So yeah, anyway, let's crack into this. So comparing console to PC, there's one thing we need to start off with, and that is player base. So obviously with console, you got Xbox and PlayStation. Player base is two completely different from PlayStation and Xbox though. I'm talking about PlayStation and PC. Xbox right now, it has a very low player base. It's a little bit more higher than PC, but we're going to be talking about more of the PC and PlayStation. But the first one is, we need to be talking about the player base. And we're not going to really talk about Xbox because Xbox already has a low player base, but we're going to be talking about PC and PlayStation. So PC has a really low player base. It's a really low player base. Sometimes when I'm searching for like breakthrough peak times, like American times, it's probably about 6-7 servers a breakthrough maybe. There's a lot more servers available when it comes to Conquest, obviously, but when you go and look at like PlayStation, there's literally so many servers. It's crazy. Like, you can pretty much find whatever you want to. When you look on PC, problem is there's a lot of servers that are actually just really low numbered. Some of them are just like 30 players out of 64. It's really bad, and yeah, it's that's one of the problems. So I think when we're comparing that and stuff, I would definitely give a point to PlayStation for this. So the next one is performance. This is kind of an obvious one. We already know which one is the best performance, but we're going to be talking about each one. So PlayStation technically runs at 30 Hz. If you don't know what 30 Hz means, that's 30 frames per second. So it's how smooth the game can run. I don't know how it's only 30 Hz. Like, you know, I mean, hopefully the next generation consoles actually runs way more higher than 60, to be fair. But yeah, anything lower than, I think it's like 32 player base on console, you get 60 Hz. But anything that's a 64 player base, it's 30 Hz. But when you look at PC, you can get unlimited. I play on PC, I get about 120 to even almost 150 sometimes. If I'm playing the mode like grind or something, I'm getting about 100 FPS to a dip of like 85 to 90. But the problem is on PC is sometimes you get these random stutters. That's just kind of a given. Sometimes it happens. Maybe it could be the performance of your computer, but it's mainly Battlefield 5 itself. On PlayStation, you don't really get any of this stuttering stuff like that. Sometimes you might get a little odd frame stick here and there, but it's really not a big issue. So I think when it does come to performance though, how the game runs, how it's smooth, everything like that, I give it to PC. The next one, the players. How do the players play on each platform? So on PlayStation, you get a lot of MMG players, you get a lot of campers, but also you get a lot of tryhards. But the thing is, on PlayStation, it's a lot more easier. Reason why is because on console games in general, they're built for, you know, the family homes. So, you know, someone who doesn't game all the time maybe jumped on his PlayStation like once or twice a week and after days of work. So he goes on, plays casual, he's not the best player in the world. So you get the average player. So someone like me who's a lot more of a higher tier player, you can go around and just absolutely destroy these kids. And what most people call them, well, what we call them really is bots. They're just super slow. You know, it's just an easy target to kill. But on PC, the other hand, people are completely dominant. You got to think about it on PC is people spend about 1,500 on a PC, maybe even more, have all this expensive equipment. So yeah, you know, if you're going to be spending that much money, you will be expecting to be a very high tier player. So on PC, there's a lot of very skillful players on there. But the one thing I did notice though on PC is there is actually a lot of campers. There's tons of people that actually sit in corners like it's Call of Duty, and it makes no sense. I would thought they'd be running around doing just kicking ass or whatever, but no, there's actually a lot of campers. So when I looked at campers and compared it to PlayStation and PC, honestly, you can't even tell the difference. There's campers on both platforms who are pretty bad, especially the MMG players. It's on MMG players on PC is a lot more worse than console because they could just laser you on PC. So when it comes to players and all that, if you want a better experience, I would say console because it's a bit more easy, fun time. But if you want that more skillful player base, then it'd be PC. So I can't really give a point for that one. It's more of whatever you decide to play on. Next one is cheaters. Well, you can't get cheaters on PlayStation, so this is a kind of a given which one which one it is going to be. But you do have some sort of cheating on PlayStation or on console in general. That is called Chronos Max, Sim Apex. I'm going to obviously clarify this now. I did own myself a Sim Apex to actually use 2 controllers at the same time. When I made the switch to PlayStation, did not like the PlayStation controller at all. It took me a while to get used to it now because my scuff controllers died. But I tried to use the controller, I couldn't. So I actually got myself a Sim Apex so I can use my Xbox controller on the PlayStation. But yes, you can use keyboard and mouse or whatever. But the thing is, I made cool stuff with that Sim Apex, PlayStation controller and an Xbox controller at the same time. If you're not seeing it, search up on YouTube, or I even put something in the description for you all so you can actually see that video. It's very skillful, it's a pretty cool video. But cheaters on PC is really bad. Obviously, support for cheating is very, very low as it is. People are sick and tired, and some of the cheaters, to be fair, are just outrageous. Like, they just absolutely laser you. So when it comes to cheaters and stuff like that, I have to give it a PlayStation because there's literally no cheaters at all. But out of this whole point thing, it's really whatever you want to play. If you want to play on PC, play on PC. If you want to play on console, play on console. Okay? This is not like saying which one's better, which one's not, because to be fair, they are both amazing. Like for me, I like playing on console because I actually a lot more consistent and it's just a higher player base. So I have a lot more members to squad up with. But when I go on the PC, I don't have that many people to squad up with. When I go on the PC, I really enjoy the experience of the smoothness, the frames, everything like that. It just feels great to play on it. It really does. But when you go into PlayStation, after playing on PC, it just feels a bit more slow and sluggish. That's the problem. But for me personally, I like to switch in between the two. It's pretty fun either way. But it's totally up to you what you think is the better performance. So comment down below and then let me know what you think is the better platform. Console or PC? Which one? You let me know. And tell me if you are on PlayStation and you're just like, I actually really want to play on PC, reason why. Or explain to me what you think the next generation consoles should improve on to have some sort of little bit of competition as the PC, you know, higher ticker rate, you know, well, I mean the FPS, sorry. But, you know, when you're doing FPS games like Battlefield and stuff, you know, high ticker rate for them servers, so like a 90 FPS server, that'd be fantastic for console games. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe to be a part of the Pink Wig Army. See you next video. Peace.
underwear. Now business booming. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Now business booming. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Goddamn, y'all linked over my click. That's when it all clicked. Tell them you we split.